Hi everyone, this is lecture number 2 for Unit 1, ss9, Cave Art and the Meaning of Culture. What is culture? What can this type of drawing tell us about culture? Well, culture simply means all of the things that make up a people's entire way of life. And there are various elements of culture, all of which we inherit from our families. Culture manifests or shows itself in a variety of ways, including what we wear, eat, our humor, our leisure activities, as well as our values. There is a definite culture at BHS, including our Brighton Believes motto, right? Well, every culture is based on an organized social structure. We call this social organization. The most fundamental unit of social structure or organization in all societies is the family. Families can be either nuclear or extended. A traditional nuclear family is one that includes a wife, husband, and their children. Modern nuclear families have come to include many variations of this basic structure, but they all adhere to the same principle. They include parents who raise and care for their children. Families can also be extended. Extended families include several generations of family members living under the same roof and often include grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Many societies, even today, place a great deal of value on the extended family structure. In fact, in many developing nations and farming-based communities, these are considered to be more traditional societies, and they still adhere to the extended family structure. We're going to see this in many of the units that we studied this year. However, in more industrialized areas, like in cities or nations that have become more developed, the nuclear family is still the more common structure for social organization. All societies develop social classes, which is grouping people by status. In some societies, this could be based on money, occupation, or even on ancestry. There are fewer opportunities for social mobility in more traditional societies. The term social mobility is the ability to move up or down the social ladder. In modern times, there has been more opportunity to move up the social ladder because the hierarchy nowadays has more of an emphasis on wealth. Other elements that make up what we call culture include customs and traditions. Customs and traditions help lead to social mores or rules about how to live. Some rules are written for members to obey, called laws. Often, social rules are enforced through peer pressure.
Regina, we have to talk to you.
Is butter a carb?
Yes. Gina, you're wearing sweatpants. It's Monday.
Other aspects of culture include language. Language not only reflects a culture's identity, it allows people to share the same customs with one another. In some nations, multiple languages are spoken, and this allows people to group themselves together and develop their own identities, culturally speaking. The next element of culture includes arts and literature produced within a given society. Often these works of art or written works reflect our values as well as are used to teach younger generations. A great example of this would be stories like Aesop's fables. Remember the tortoise and the hare story? Yeah, these stories help to reinforce values of acceptable behavior. Plus, they're entertaining. Another aspect of culture is religion or belief systems. People create belief systems to explain human origins and to describe what happens to us when we die. They also help instill values and introduce people to codes of morality in a given place. Religions can be monotheistic, which means a belief in one God, or a religion can be polytheistic, which means a belief in many gods. Differing religious beliefs can cause conflict or fighting to occur between various groups of people. We will learn about many religions this year as well as discuss the origins of some of these conflicts. Another aspect of culture includes government. Governments form to provide for the needs of a group of people. There are many different ways that people govern themselves around the globe. We will begin learning about these different methods throughout the year. There might be a tribal government in some places where life centers around a village with a chief as the leader. Modern nations have larger types of governance systems, including democracy, which is where people have the most power. A specific type of democracy where this happens is a republic, where people choose their leaders. Yes, We have a republic in the USA. Say the Pledge of Allegiance. See? Right. There are also dictatorships or ruler. A dictatorship is basically a ruler or a group that holds power by force. Many dictatorships use the military to maintain their rule or stay in power. The final aspect of culture includes economic systems. There are 4 types of economic systems we will learn about this year: traditional economies, market economies, command economies, as well as mixed economies. We create economic systems to help us deal with the concept of scarcity, which simply means that there simply aren't enough resources to go around, and we have to find a way to deal with this as a society. Each society addresses the scarcity issue differently. We will learn more about these differences in class when we do our bead activity. So that's culture for you. Thanks for listening. Bye.